You want what's best for your life, for your family. You need a career.
I call, this is my saying, I call ASA the second and third chance school. A lot of our students come out of the traditional school system. A lot of our students have been working on jobs for a very long time. The jobs have been outsourced, making low income, a very low income. They decide to come to ASA. Remember, our programs are very short. You receive an associate degree in just 16 months.
Yeah. How long do you think it was going to take?
16 months. That's what they told me.
Yeah. So 16 months, you be out with your degree, new job, fresh start, all of that.
Yeah.
So what was the reality versus what
I did 3 years.
Santos was a single mom on government assistance. And when welfare reform required her to get a job or go to school, she enrolled at ASA with the goal of becoming an officer with the NYPD. But time ran out on that plan.
I was trying to become NYPD, but by the time I graduated, they told me I was too old. And I didn't know I was supposed to take the test before I graduated.
And no one in school told you this is the timeline?
Nope, none of that.
So we're standing in front of your campus now. You feel all nostalgic for the days when you were in college?
All it's doing is just pissing me off.
Yeah, so really, how do you feel standing across from here?
I'm pissed off. I'm so pissed off.
What makes you mad?
Because they did nothing for me, but just give me a debt of $32,000.
$32,000 and a 16-month degree that she earned over the course of 3 years.
They promise people financial aid, and the recruits understand that to mean grants. They understand that to mean they won't have to pay anything, when actually by financial aid what they mean is the availability of federally guaranteed student loans.
Jane Greenhold Stevens is an attorney at the New York Legal Assistance Group, a nonprofit that provides free legal services to low-income New Yorkers. In 2014, she was the lead attorney in a class action complaint brought against ASA College by 8 former students, alleging they were victims of a massive scheme to draw millions in federal and state aid while defrauding them through systematic misrepresentations.
So what was the goal then when you walked into court and filed and said, all right, ASA, we're staring you down? Did you want to shut them down, or did you want to get these people money back?
Ideally, actually, I would have wanted to shut them down or seriously reform their practices. Because otherwise, if you got the people money back who'd already been there and they were still there committing the same fraud and engaging in the same fraudulent behavior, then there'd be a whole nother set of people coming down the pike who are suffering the same wrong.
Duwayne Carthan, ASA's Director of Government Relations and Community Outreach, was a named defendant in the lawsuit.
So why is there a target on you guys then?
Because
why do you think it's the negative?
You're asking some good questions and I'm going to answer, all right? The reason why is because we're doing such a good job.
You're doing such a good job that you got sued?
Remember, you're talking about a lawsuit that we won. So you can't talk about
a lawsuit that was settled.
No, it was not settled. We didn't pay anything, right?
We went in and discovered that after a year, the U.S. District Court in Manhattan had in fact dismissed one part of the original complaint, and in 2016 ordered a settlement agreement negotiated by both parties. But the agreement left the door open for any former student other than the 8 plaintiffs in the original complaint to pursue future actions against ASA. People like Santos.
No, I don't want no money. I don't want no money. Just wipe the debt, because I got nothing out of it. They misrepresented themselves.
Santos's number isn't extraordinary. It's actually completely average. The average cost of a 2-year associate's degree at a for-profit college is $35,000, and a certificate program will run you about $20,000. That's more than 4 times the price tag at a comparable community or public college. So why would anyone choose a for-profit school when they themselves make no guarantees?
Promises made, promises kept.
ASA bring opportunity, come here, live in New York, study, play basketball, and finish my career.
It's better than CUNY.
Why is it better than CUNY?
Because you don't have to take extra classes. Okay. Nobody wants to take extra classes that has nothing to do with their degree. Like you're adding on to it. So theirs is 2 years and ours is a year and some change.
Apparently, some 4,600 plus students share the same sentiments. ASA accepts 84% of all applicants, and its minority enrollment is 94%, far outpacing the New York State average of 52%. Nationally, black students are enrolling in college at nearly twice the rate of whites. In 2011, the University of Phoenix and the online-only Ashford University graduated more black students than any other schools in the country.
You talk about outreach, but they seem to think it's like predatory, that you're going after these specific communities who don't have a lot of other options. You're not up at
I beg to differ.
The best schools in the city.
I beg to differ.
Yeah.
Because you have a subculture in Brownsville.
Yeah.
You have a subculture in Bed-Stuy. You have individuals who don't even leave the community.
Yeah.
They stay on that park bench.
Well,
they have
it's like you recruit at a park bench in Bed-Stuy, but not at Brooklyn Tech down the street.
That's not true. I beg to differ.
Okay.
Okay. I go out to every high school in the city of New York to recruit and speak to them.
Not everyone can go to Harvard. Some people need places like ASA to get to the next step in their life, right?
Actually, nobody needs a place like ASA because it offers no value. But people could go to CUNY schools and they'd be a lot better off because they'd get legitimate education and they would pay so much less money and have so much less debt.
In 2012, the U.S. Senate completed a 2-year investigation into the for-profit college industry. They found low retention rates, aggressive recruiting, and high rates of loan default. But it still didn't stop the flow of $7.5 billion worth of federal Pell Grants to the proprietary institutions.
So what's it going to take to shut down these for-profit proprietary institutions?
If the federal government did not allow them to participate in the guaranteed student loan program, they would all go out of business because almost all their money comes through that program. So actually the federal government has it within its power to stop this kind of behavior.
So give me a grade on your college.
B+.
You may not intend to be a classics major, but some wisdom for the ages. Caveat emptor. Let the buyer beware, even in the classroom.